Amidst this political war in Rajasthan, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot and Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot, resort politics has begun in Rajasthan. I am very sorry to share with you, ladies and gentlemen. It has become such a familiar sight, but that is precisely what has happened. Minutes after waving the victory sign, saying that all the strength is mine, Ashok Gehlot has herded all his MLAs into buses and sent them off to a 5-star luxury resort. That's the irony of Indian politics. Victory sign, but I need to be at a 5-star luxury resort. 4 buses have taken these Congress MLAs to the Fairmont Resort, about 35 kilometers away from the Chief Minister's house, in a bid to avoid possible poaching attempts. Well, this after Chief Minister Gehlot claimed that 109 MLAs have extended their support to him. 104 of them were present at his house, while the other 5 gave their letters of support. Meanwhile, India Today has learned that Sachin Pilot has the support of only 16 MLAs. Meanwhile, a resolution has been passed in the Congress Legislative Party meeting for disciplinary action against any party official or MLA involved in anti-party activity. Sachin Pilot definitely is eligible for that action. In this same meeting, Chief Minister Gehlot has been declared as leader of the Congress Legislative Party. He is safe for now as Chief Minister. Let's just quickly show you what the numbers look like in the Rajasthan Assembly right now. It's an assembly which has 200 seats. The majority mark is 101 out of 200. The Congress currently has 107 MLAs, with 6 from the BSP, 5 are allies, while 10 independents are also backing the Congress. This takes the total number of the Congress's strength plus its allies to 122, very comfortably past the halfway mark. The BJP has only 72 MLAs. The party's ally, the RLP, has 3 MLAs, taking that number to 75, well short of the strength required to form government. Apart from that, there are 3 independents in the assembly. So as you can see now, as far as the numbers go, Ashok Gehlot is pretty comfortable. Ankit Tyagi live with me from the Fairmont Resort. Devankur Vadavan live with me also from Jaipur. And Rahul Srivastav live with me from Delhi. In a moment, we'll also have with us Shama Mohammed of the Congress Party and Sudesh Verma of the BJP. Ankit, quickly coming to you first. Bus politics, even after those victory signs. So it looks like it has gone from a tussle between Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot to now keeping the herd together.
Well, Shiv, as you were talking about a herd, there are few goats, in fact, being herded just in front of the Fairmont Hotel. And that's exactly what the MLAs of the Congress their fate have been. They have been now shifted. And I'll just keep this umbrella because the rain has stopped. This is the Fairmont Hotel and Resort, a 5-star resort just at the outskirts of Jaipur, about 18 kilometers from the main city. And this is where the Congress MLAs loyal to Ashok Gehlot, or at least that is what he thinks, loyal to him, are being kept here. But interesting, Shiv, by the afternoon, when Mr. Gehlot with those photo ops, and he wanted to send across a message to Sachin Pilot camp that look at the strength that I enjoy, with all the senior Congress leaders, those who have been sent from Delhi, and we were called inside the Chief Minister's residence, victory signs were posed. What was the need for Mr. Gehlot to, in fact, take all his supporters, all his MLAs inside this resort? 2 theories, 2 possibilities. A, because he fears that there is poaching attempt by the Bharatiya Janata Party, or possibly on behalf of Sachin Pilot. I mean, they are making life easier for Mr. Pilot.
Yes.
Because there have been raids, income tax raids, which have been conducted at few people close to Mr. Gehlot. And or number 2, he doesn't have the numbers or comfortable numbers that the party would want at this moment. So at least for 2 nights, this resort has been booked. On the other hand, Mr. Pilot, though, who has been saying 30 MLAs are supporting him, he has brought down his estimate to 25 itself. And sources are saying that he only has about 17 MLAs backing him. So in this entire game at the end, it will be about who has the numbers. And Mr. Gehlot seems to have the advantage there.
Yes.
But the Congress would not want a position where Mr. Gehlot is in the government, but with a wafer-thin majority. But knowing Ashok Gehlot, he has pushed Sachin Pilot to a corner where possibly it will be very difficult for Mr. Pilot to retrace
That's exactly what I'm wondering. That's exactly what I'm wondering. But before I go to the topic of Sachin Pilot, Dev, to ask you that question, what happens next now? How long is this resort politics going to be going on for? The BJP has even asked for a floor test. How do the numbers stack up at this time?
Well, Shiv, I will take directly that question to the Chief Whip, Mahesh Joshi. He's the Chief Whip of Congress. Mahesh जी, क्या स्थिति है कांग्रेस के?
सब स्थिति नियंत्रण में है, पूरी तरीके से हमको स्पष्ट बहुमत है और हमारी संख्या जो आप बार-बार पूछना चाह रहे हैं, संख्या इससे और आगे बढ़ती रहेगी।
ये बताएं कि सचिन पायलट को मना पाई है क्या पार्टी?
सचिन पायलट जी की बात आप सचिन पायलट जी से पूछिए, अविनाश पांडे जी से पूछिए।
एक सवाल ये भी है कि नंबर्स की बात की जा रही है, क्या कांग्रेस के पास 105 है, 110 है, कितने हैं?
कल पांडे जी ने बता दिया, नंबर वो होगा और उससे अधिक ही होगा।
तो रिजॉर्ट पॉलिटिक्स की जरूरत कहाँ से आन पड़ी सर?
प्लीज मेरे को जाना।
सर, एक आखिरी सवाल है, रिजॉर्ट पॉलिटिक्स क्या कांग्रेस को खतरा है? क्या कांग्रेस को लगता है कि
आप एक सवाल कांग्रेस से पूछते हैं, आप ये सवाल आप हरियाणा में जाके क्यों आपके लोग नहीं पूछते कि वहाँ क्या हो रहा है? मैं आपसे विनती करना चाहता हूँ, लोकतंत्र की रक्षा करें, जो अलोकतांत्रिक काम हो रहे हैं उनको रुकवाने का।
बीजेपी से अभी खतरा है कांग्रेस?
मैंने आपसे कहा ना, हमको किसी से खतरा नहीं है, हम सब एक है।
Shiv, that clearly is the chief whip of Congress in Rajasthan, maintaining that the party has managed to keep its flock together, that the MLAs who are there of Congress have been brought together at the resort so as to ensure that there is a cohesive unit, a united front is put together. But
yes, indeed,
it is common knowledge in Rajasthan that feels that this is the major to his government, and to be able to save the government, he feels that at this point in time he will have to keep his MLAs together at this resort. And the Chief Minister himself now
I basically
is
heard him say, I've heard the Chief Whip tell Dev Ankur live on television here on 5 Live. Excellent piece of an update there, where he talks about being comfortable with the numbers, but when asked a question by Dev Ankur Vadhavan about Sachin Pilot, he says that's a question you need to ask Sachin Pilot. So one wonders whether the peace has been made. Shama and Sudesh, I'm going to come to you in just 30 seconds. Quick word from Rahul Srivastav, our National Affairs editor as well. Rahul, there appear to be two things happening now. The one track is this resort politics that's taking place, very, very visible. It's happening in front of us, victory signs, buses, 5-star hotels, all smiles, etc. On the other hand is Sachin Pilot, who has been invisible for the last 48 hours. We know he's in Delhi, but he hasn't shown himself. What's going on?
Shiv, there are a lot of elements in your questions. The first basic element, Shiv, the MLAs loyal to the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, a congressman, are in a hotel in Jaipur. The members loyal to the Deputy Chief Minister of the Congress Party are in a NCR hotel. So the Congress Party MLAs are residing in hotels, two divergent camps, two divergent views. The first one exercise is very clear: build the numbers, isolate Sachin Pilot, and the exercise is not just isolation, it will tantamount to an attempt to get Sachin Pilot out of the party.
Yeah.
On the other hand, there is a very clear divide on the other side. Sachin Pilot is not emerging. He has not indulged in any visible anti-party activity, but he's staying away from a meeting. The message is clear that I have got certain MLAs with me. I want people on my own terms to come to a bargaining table in which the current arrangement in the Congress party government cannot continue. Means either Gehlot is gone or Gehlot has to accept the terms that Mr. Pilot is setting. In between are emissaries of the Congress party.
Okay.
In between, there is a lot of BJP hand visible through IT and ED raids. He met Jyotiraditya Scindia last night. He also met Mr. Om Mathur. The crisis is very clear that the Congress party did not act on the various breakpoints which emerged over the last 1.5 years. Things have come to a pass.
Yeah.
Both the leaders don't want each other. How the Congress moves from here, I think resort politics is not going to sort it out. I think the top will have to get away from the adamance and decide what has to happen in Rajasthan.
Okay, thanks very much, Ankit, Dev and Rahul. I'm going to let you go because this is a developing story and I know you need to work the phone with all your sources to get us the very latest. That's the reason why India Today has been ahead with the most accurate information. Shama, coming to you straight now. We know what the state of play is. The show of strength by Chief Minister Gehlot for the moment has succeeded. He appears to have the numbers. There is no imminent danger to the government. But the question of Sachin Pilot is still in the air, Shama. Is he being treated or seen by the Congress, within the Congress, as the enemy right now?
Of course not. I think you have heard Randeep Singh Surjewala's statement. He said that this is a family. We will have issues, and we will be having, a father-son will have issues, beta, Batija will have issues. Different issues will happen in a family, and we will sort it out. And this is not something which we are worried about at this point of time. As you've seen, we have the numbers, and as you might know or you might not know, but everybody has spoken to Mr. Pilot, including Mr. K.C. Venugopal, Mr. Ahmed Patel, Mr. P. Chidambaram, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, as well as Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. So all of them have personally called him up and spoken to him, and I'm sure he will be back. These are issues which is our own internal issue, and we will solve it. But Shiv, the most important thing out here you have to understand is the ED and the income tax.
I'll come to that. Shama, I'll come to that. I have a specific question on that. I promise you I'm coming to that as well. I just want to...
You're saying intimidation.
No, I understand it. I will come to the BJP action. Believe me, I will come to that. Believe me, I will come to that. Let's just sort out the Sachin Pilot issue just for a moment. I have a follow-on question. Because right now, even though everyone has reached out to Sachin Pilot, Shama, he continues to say, I have the support of at least so-and-so number of MLAs. It's still about the numbers. He hasn't shown himself. And given his actions over the last couple of days, there is a perception that it's gone beyond the point of no return. How can he compromise now and stay within the party that he has attacked for the last 48 hours?
Perception is different from reality. All of you all must understand.
Yeah.
And he has not attacked, It's like when Dushyant Singh in Haryana attacked Prime Minister Modi, called him all sorts of names, but they still formed the government with him. Let's not forget that, That's where. Whereas Sachin Pilot is from our own, he's ours, and he has not said anything against the party, no anti-party activities. But if you look at what's happened in Haryana, that's shocking, to form the government. Bharatiya Janata Party will do anything. Even somebody who does galis against them, they will do an alliance with them.
No, but Shama, surely you cannot blame what has been happening with Sachin Pilot on the BJP. I can understand resort politics, poaching attempts, that I can understand. I will come to that. But surely you cannot call the Sachin Pilot crisis a creation of the BJP. This is something that is very much internal by all accounts, even within the party. This is about the leadership refusing to fix a problem that has been festering for 6 years and has just erupted in this ugliness now.
I don't understand what you mean by the leadership not allowing...
I mean Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi.
No, but you have to understand, he was a member of parliament at 26.
Yeah.
He became a minister in the UPA in his 30s, minister, cabinet minister.
Yes.
He was given the PCC charge in his late 30s, all right? He was made deputy chief minister in his early 40. I think he was 40. Now
Yes.
he's 42.
Correct.
And come on. Look at what he has achieved from this party. Of course, it's a lot. And I must say he's still young. I'm much older to him. And if I think of it, I wouldn't be able to get such a thing I don't come from a political family or anything, but he's been given so much. That's what you have to see, that he has got a lot.
No, I think
And
I agree with
sometimes-
you.
sometimes,
Shama, I agree with you. I agree. No, I think what you're saying is correct.
Yeah, we give a lot, and he's a young man.
Yeah.
Sometimes there will be some issues. We just need to talk about it. And I don't think there should be a huge discussion on television when the number of COVID cases have crossed 8 lakh and the deaths have crossed 24,000.
In which case, I hope you'll stay back and watch my 5:30 p.m. show. Do stay back and watch my 5:30 p.m. show. Because that's only on COVID.
One more advice to you. I would really like you to do a debate, and I will come on the PM Care Fund. Because right now it's not being used also for the COVID. Has happened that.
Sudesh,
request.
Sudesh, right now, Sachin Pilot is nowhere to be seen. There have been all kinds of rumors since January about him being in touch with the BJP. I want you to clarify this for us. What's going on? What is going on? Does the BJP have some kind of open door negotiations going on with Sachin Pilot or not? What's going on, Sudesh?
Yeah, the smile on my face was because Sama is so much fixated on PM cares. In all the debates, she wants to make it a point. And you should definitely have a debate on this.
Yeah. Let's stay on topic.
You see, Siu, nobody is enemy for us. Nobody is political untouchable. You may be leader in a different party, but we have social equations. That is what we had with Jyotiraditya Scindia as well when he was in Congress, because you know that his family was old Jansangh Han, you know. His mother was one of the founding pillars, and we have always held her in high respect. And it's not, you see, if you decide tomorrow that Congress is not the right platform for you to do aspirational politics and maybe BJP is the right platform, ideologically suited to you for agenda of good governance, then any such leader would be most welcome. But for the present crisis, you have to look within and try to figure out why this crisis is coming in every Congress-ruled state. You're not able to assimilate differences.
It has to be.
And you can't go on blaming the BJP for that.
I think in this particular instance, both of you make very good points. The fact is, the crisis that is precipitated in Rajasthan is of the Congress's own doing. But I also agree with Shama when she says that Sachin Pilot is not somebody who's been left out in the cold. He's been given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. It's not like he's been ignored. He was the youngest MP, he was a minister. So she's right. So there has to be some kind of a middle ground about where exactly this angst is coming from. Stay with me, Shama and Sudesh, because with the Gehlot government now numerically safe, Sachin Pilot seems to be running out of options. Shama Mohammed says the doors are open to him. He's ours. He should come back. Nothing can happen. You know, these things happen between father and son, etc. They can be fixed. But what are his options? He cannot bring the Rajasthan government down now, but he can still dig in his heels and form his own party or join the BJP, which right now seems unlikely. The latter option seems unlikely. The other option with him will be to reconcile with the Congress party, which is what the Gandhis also want. Sources have told India Today that Rajiv Satav will be reaching Jaipur by this evening. Sachin Pilot wants 4 of his MLAs to be made ministers. He has demanded the home and finance portfolios for his nominees. He also wants to retain the Rajasthan Congress chief post. He also wants 50% of his nominees to be fielded for the upcoming Panchayat polls. At least 5 top Congress leaders, including Priyanka Gandhi, Ahmed Patel and K.C. Venugopal, have spoken to Sachin Pilot. Shama Mohammed also confirms that both Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi have also spoken to him. About 15 Rajasthan Congress MLAs, reportedly supporters of Sachin Pilot, have been lodged at Gurugram's ITC hotel. None of the MLAs staying at ITC have left for Jaipur MLA meeting, despite it being compulsory. So there could be action taken against them.
श्री सचिन पायलट जी से भी और दूसरे साथियों से भी कांग्रेस आला कमान द्वारा एक बार नहीं, पिछले 72 घंटे में 48 से 72 घंटे में अनेकों बार बात की गई है। 48 से 72 घंटे में अनेकों बार सचिन पायलट जी से भी दूसरे साथियों से भी बात हुई। उस बात का क्या क्या मजमून है वो टेलीविजन पर कहना अनुचित होगा।
Shama, you know, given that many things have been said in the last 48 hours, how does the Congress party plan to actually fix this? Because after the 2018 elections, there had been an expectation from Sachin Pilot. Now again, there appears to be a lot of angst that is playing out in public. Don't you think that any actions taken now to sort out this immediate problem will only be a postponement of the crisis? Or does it seem like you can keep Sachin Pilot?
I don't think so. See, every party has different ways of doing things. Every party has different ways of making somebody a chief minister, you know. Like, for example, Bharatiya Janata Party chose Yogi Adityanath as a chief minister of Uttar Pradesh. I mean, somebody who had 12 IPC sections against him. And I still remember when I went on debates, senior anchors, you know, were saying, give him a chance, give him a chance. It was unbelievable. And the ones who were expected to be made the chief ministers were Manoj Sinha and Keshav Prasad Maurya. So they went and got Mr. Yogi Adityanath and made him the chief minister. Somebody who had criminal cases against him. And that's how the Bharatiya Janata Party works. So you have to understand that 2014, after 2014 is when the resort politics have started.
But Shama,
so this
you're making this about the BJP when it is not about the BJP. I mean, I get what you're saying. I get the points that you're making. But isn't this part of the problem? The fact that the Congress refuses to recognize that the Sachin Pilot issue is your problem. It's not the BJP's. I do know that there are raids going on. There is income tax, enforcement directorate. All this is happening. And I know that poaching attempts will be happening. Let me openly say this on television, that I'm sure the BJP is prowling on the sidelines. But I am simply saying, why can't the Congress recognize that Sachin Pilot is your problem?
So nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying it's our internal problem. I don't understand why there's a debate on this in today's television. I mean, we will decide, we will take care of it. It's our problem. It's our internal party issue, and we will definitely solve it. But what I'm trying to say right now is that there are EDs, income tax. There's so much of, it's not just money power, it's muscle power they're putting on, you know. You have to see what has happened after Mr. Modi became the Prime Minister in 2014. So it has completely, politics have completely changed. It is not about governance. It is about winning elections by hook or by crook, or by sending ED, by income tax. We need to take this government down.
But are you saying that Sachin Pilot is under BJP pressure? Is that what you're saying? That's a big claim to make.
I did not say that. Please do not put words in my mouth. I did not say anything about Sachin Pilot. I said Sachin Pilot. He clearly said that I am not joining the Bharatiya Janata Party. That is one of his own statements, and not through his press people or anybody else. He clearly says that I'm not joining the Bharatiya Janata Party. What I'm trying to say is this is our internal matter. We will solve this issue, and I don't think a debate has to be done on this, you know, when there are very, very pertinent issues when people are...
Come on, Shama. I will choose what I want to debate on my show. Come on. You're a friend. I debate all kinds of things, you know. Sudesh, I want to clarify this for you. I want you to clarify. No, this is important. Rajasthan is a big state. If political stability is an issue, it's something that needs to be debated. We've taken that call.
Sudesh, political is not there. Can I just finish? Political instability is not.
So no, we've established that now. But if we're going to ignore actions taken by prominent elected representatives, it's a big deal. It needs to be given attention. Sudesh, I want you to clear this up once and for all right now. You know, there have been audio leaks coming out showing alleged contact between union ministers and Sachin Pilot. We can't confirm that for ourselves. That appears to have precipitated this whole, you know, this poaching issue that has now become part of a police case in Rajasthan. What is, you know, don't give me a wishy-washy answer, Sudesh. We know that the ED and the IT raids are also happening on the side, but I want to know what's going on with Sachin Pilot. Are you guys talking to him and negotiating ki kya leke aana hai is side? What is going on? What is the conversation with Sachin Pilot?
Before I answer your question, I must reply to what Sama has said, because this is very bad that when you are talking about
No. The Yogi Adityanath is a tangent. I've told Shama that.
No, you can't go and bring Yogi ji why he was.
It's a tangent. Forget that.
All the cases against him were foisted by a rival political power in this state. Samajwadi Party, you must know, and he has proved his mettle. He has got victory. People have supported him. And to talk about Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
No, but this is not about Yogi. Let's not talk about Yogi Adityanath.
Criminal conspiracy case is a fraud case of National Herald. Your party leaders are out on bail, so don't try to preach. Now I'll come to Rajasthan. You see, we have nothing there in Rajasthan. It is their own crisis. They should try to resolve it. BJP has just become, you are just trying to give every blow to the BJP. You don't have anything about ED rate and income tax rate.
No, at one level, Sudesh is right.
Money being exchanged, they must have done because of that.
Yeah.
The information, we have to look for the information.
I'll come to you.
In Rajasthan. If they're doing their work, they should be lauded. You cannot say that you should be given a free hand to do whatever you want.
I want to.
And if they do some mistakes,
then they will come in with one point.
I will. One second. Before it becomes a tutu meme, I'll give you a chance to respond, Shama. I just want to play out one report. Shama, just bear me out. One small report, and then you can give your answer to that. This rift, we can go on till kingdom come about whether this is the BJP marauding the Congress from the outside, Congress refusing to recognize that this is an internal matter, till kingdom come. The fact is, the rift between Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot is not new at all. It began when Gehlot was made Chief Minister of Rajasthan in 2018. Since then, both Pilot and Gehlot have been critical of each other, even in public. Explicitly, they've been taking pot shots at each other. Here's a detail, if anyone needed reminding, of the flashpoints between these two prominent leaders, one from the old guard and one from the young guard. Let's be clear, these two men cannot stand each other. It's a generational dislike that has festered for 6 years, and now it has erupted in full. This new warfare between Rajasthan Chief Minister and his deputy Sachin Pilot has clearly been triggered by the Rajasthan police notice to Sachin with allegations of poaching. But there's more to this than meets the eye. The friction between these two dates back to Sachin's appointment as the Rajasthan Congress president after the party's debacle in the 2013 polls. But the change failed to bring any good fortunes, with the grand old party facing a humiliating rout in the Lok Sabha polls in 2014. After the disaster, Gehlot was given a central role in the party, but he continued to show interest in Rajasthan politics despite the party performing well under him in Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat. Sources say that while Rahul Gandhi tried his best to put up a united face of the party and brought both Gehlot and Pilot onto the same dais, he failed to douse the flames of friction. Ahead of the state polls in 2018, the friction caught fire again. The reason was Rahul Gandhi giving a free hand to Sachin Pilot in ticket distribution. An angry Gehlot fielded 11 independents from his camp. He also tied up with the RLD and fielded one of his close aides, Subhash Garg, who won the election. But Gehlot's fortunes lit up after the Congress was short of just one seat from absolute majority, and he then brought 13 independents and one RLD MLA into the party fold. Back then, Rahul Gandhi tried to make Sachin Pilot state chief minister, but in an internal MLA survey, Pilot failed to get the vote. Angry and unwilling, he accepted the deputy chief minister's post. But there was more humiliation ahead. During the oath-taking ceremony, Pilot was denied a seat next to the governor due to Gehlot's opposition. Worse, he was denied entry to the assembly from the gate used by the assembly's speaker and chief minister. Over time, Pilot's involvement in key policy decisions was stripped away, and a few of his close associates shifted loyalty to the strengthening Gehlot camp. With Priyanka Gandhi's entry into active politics again, Gehlot's proximity to 10 Janpath once again cornered Sachin Pilot. At this time, Sachin's attempts to speak to Rahul Gandhi would hit a sudden wall, with communication lines snapping for over a year. Pilot therefore lost ground in Delhi and Rajasthan both. Now, with Panchayat polls on the horizon, Chief Minister Gehlot is trying to convince the Gandhis to remove Sachin Pilot from the state president's post, raising the young leader's annoyance to fever pitch. But the final nail in the coffin came this January, when, according to sources, Pilot was found to allegedly be in touch with several union ministers from the BJP. What you see now is a climax of 6 years of festering animosity. With Sharad Kumar in Jaipur, Bureau Report, India Today. Shama, one final question to you, and you can respond to Sudesh as well. But my question to you is, with all these MLAs being herded off to these resorts now, and Sachin Pilot being incommunicado, invisible for the last 72 hours or so, you know, one still feels that the Congress is not very confident about Sachin Pilot, and the fact that you've got all your MLAs in a hotel means the Congress is still unwilling to admit that this is an internal problem rather than something to do with the BJP?
You know, Shiv, 10 MLAs were approached by those two BJP persons who there's a case filed, as you were saying.
Yeah.
And they were offering 20 to 25 crores to each MLAs, and they came and told Mr. Gehlot this. So we are not, they are in these hotels or resorts, not nothing to do with Sachin Pilot, but because of these poachers called the Bharatiya Janata Party, whose main job after
But Sachin Pilot
2014
received a notice to explain,
Yes,
those
Sachin-
poaching charges and those poaching attempts
Yeah,
as well.
so let me tell you that. Who also got, Mr. Ashok Gehlot got that
Ma'am, he
same,
commands the police. Come on.
but he also got the letter, and also the speaker also got it. So it's not just one person who got it. I can understand if Mr. Sachin, it is just an investigation, and I told you, one has to look that these two BJP persons were involved, and they are offering money. There is proof of that. Now, we have to look into this, for a democracy, money is being openly given. This is not new. It has been done in Karnataka. It has been done Madhya Pradesh. It's been done, continuously. It's been, and they've told Karnataka, you remember what happened. The JDS said clearly that they've been offered 50 to 100 crores. They are MLAs.
But they only said it. There was no proof of that, like
so
here.
What I'm trying to tell you is that this was not said before 2014. Nobody saw this sort of money. Now, we always wonder what happens to all this COVID fund which is started in PM CARE, and why there can't be a CAG audit, why they can't be it can't come in the ambit of the RTI.
Sudesh,
Now, no,
staying on track, Shama, staying on track, please.
Look into it, huh?
Staying
Parliament
on track.
Committee.
I
I
give
want
it.
to know about it.
Okay, I know. I've told you about the PM Care thing. We'll debate that separately. But staying on track, final question to you, Sudesh. You can respond on that issue. That the Congress says Sachin Pilot will take care of, but the BJP is still trying to throw money and buy MLAs, and that's why you've got all these people imprisoned in a
muscle
5-star
power.
resort.
Shiv, I always stress, that BJP is an ideology-oriented party, unlike the Congress, where power is everything. Power is the glue. So if you give something, they'll stay. If you don't give something, they will not stay. In the BJP, if you want to do politics, anybody can become chief minister. He has to go by the ideology of the party and implement the agenda. You see, that in this country, a prime minister of the country tried to save his government, and money was there openly in Lok Sabha for everyone to see. Who was the party which was doing it? Who were the people involved? And you are accusing us of money. Money is not something that is funny. No.
Oh, come on.
Shama, I did not interfere. Listen to me. So you should have concrete proof before saying all these, things on the television. Please don't use such words. Because you have nothing, you are just blaming the BJP.
Okay, I'm out of time now.
You have the police, you have the intelligence agencies of state police. Go and do something.
Now, this is the Congress is in power in Rajasthan.
But
Completely
ED is
out
not
of
under
time.
the state police.
Completely
the
out
ED
of
is not
time.
under the state police.
I
What are you saying, Mr. Suresh Verma? ED doesn't come, or the income tax doesn't come out.
Okay. I'm completely out of time now. This story is far from over. It's playing out in a 5-star resort in Jaipur as well as the Chief Minister's residence. Sachin Pilot still hasn't come out. This is one of the most approachable leaders, most self-confident, self-assured leaders. He hasn't come out and said a single word for the last 3 days, and that has only amplified the speculation about what his next step is going to be. Shama says everyone in the top leadership of the Congress party has reached out to him, and this will be sorted out, but no word from Sachin Pilot. Shama and Sudesh, always a pleasure. Thank you for being with me here on 5 Live. Sachin Pilot,
Thank you.
one of the most high-profile Congress leaders, has declared an open rebellion against his arch-rival and boss, Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, also sending jitters to 10 Janpath in New Delhi. Pilot was only 26 when he became India's youngest member of parliament in the Lok Sabha, winning the Dausa seat back in 2004. Here's a look back at this young new rebel in the Congress party.
The latest and the most prominent rebel in the Congress party. Sachin Pilot is very much today's angry young man, currently waging a war against his boss in Rajasthan, as well as his super boss at 10 Janpath. It's a good time to look back at the young Neta's journey thus far and just why he's so angry. Born Sachin Bidhuri, he is the son of late Congress leader Rajesh Bidhuri, who changed his name to Rajesh Pilot when Sachin was 3 years old, reflecting his service with the Indian Air Force. 2004 would be a momentous year for young Sachin. In January, he would marry Sara Abdullah, daughter of Farooq Abdullah. And that same year, Just 26-year-old, Sachin would become India's youngest Lok Sabha MP, elected from Rajasthan's Dausa constituency. 5 years later, he would win from Ajmer, establishing himself as a serious young politician from the state. In 2012, he would become a junior minister in UPA 2. In 2014, Sachin would be vanquished by the Modi wave, losing the Ajmer seat by an enormous margin. The same year, instead of receding to a life of comfort in Delhi, he would famously choose to remain in Rajasthan, asking the Congress leadership for power to strengthen the party. Rahul Gandhi would go on to appoint him President of Rajasthan Congress. His work on the ground would bear the Congress fruit in the 2018 election victory, with Sachin openly expecting to be made the new young chief minister. But it was not to be, and the man he had jostled with for years would be installed once again. Settling for the role of deputy chief minister, Sachin's frustration and impatience has become more manifest by the day, with the events of the last 48 hours providing a climax to the young Neta's anchor. It's only when the dust settles that Sachin Pilot's path ahead will be known. Bureau Report, India Today.
And away from politics, on the other side,